5, 4, 3, 2.
Inside Line Football, head football coach Tim Clifton. I'm Cam Dow, along with Coach Tim Clifton. Coach, we debuted a new time tonight. It was supposed to be at 7, but
I missed the debut.
It ended up being 7:15. That's okay.
Hey, when I talked to Rick earlier, I said, we can go at 7, but I never heard anything. And, I hope people looked at the website.
Yeah.
Look at it today. So.
Well, it's okay. It's always good, even when you mess up on a coach's show, to come after a win, right?
That's right.
Exactly.
We can do it after a win.
Exactly.
Right.
So this coming Saturday at Carson Newman, big game coming up there. 12 o'clock is in the huddle with a 1 o'clock being our kickoff there from Jefferson City, Tennessee. But let's go back to last Saturday. A good win for the Lions. The opening game of the South Atlantic Conference, 38-29 over the Newberry Indians. Seeing film, how do you feel like the kids actually did on Saturday?
Well, I thought the most important thing is we didn't turn it over. We had one turnover, and it got us. I mean, when you turn it over, it normally gets you. And we turned it over, and I think that gave them the opportunity to close the gap. We were driving to go up 21-0, and we gave them a little bit of life when we put the ball on the ground. But I thought we played extremely hard. I thought both sides of the ball played extremely hard, and I thought Trent did a good job of managing the game, and then Harbison did a good job of playing his first game at tailback.
Let's talk about a stat sheet that I've probably never seen a stat sheet as close as this one. I mean, you go to time of possession, the amount of plays, the amount of rushing yards, the amount of passing yards. It was right down the center. But it really comes back to what you always talk about: 3 turnovers compared to 1. Special teams, good running with Michael Ashley, and of course Holmes going 95 yards.
Yeah, and I thought the key going in would be, and as we always talk about, is turnovers, and would be the kicking game.
Right.
And we had a turnover. They scored, and then we run the kickoff back.
That's huge.
And I thought that was a huge momentum switch for us. It came back to us, and it was almost like it nullified their score.
Right.
But I thought our kids played about as hard as they could play, and the key thing was not turning the ball over. And the one turnover got us, but going back was 3-1, and we scored. Now we didn't get the touchdowns like we wanted,
right?
But we scored every time in the red zone. And but you're right, the rushing yards, passing yards, total yardage. Well, we won in the penalties too, which I wasn't pleased with.
Yeah.
But we won in that area too, and that's the one area we had some pre-snap problems. When you have pre-snap penalties on that, I think they kill you.
And on Saturday, I had thought about this more than I've ever seen before. Was pre-snap penalties for illegal substitutions. It was almost like it was a point of emphasis on Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we got caught for one with 12. I thought they should have got caught with 12 one time. But jumping off sides on offense, jumping off sides on defense, those are the things you got to eliminate. You'll have some holding penalties, and you might have a clipping penalty, but the pre-snap penalties are the ones we've got to fix.
I know you saw the film, but you see the kid from the other team go about 15 yards down the field.
He didn't watch the ball. He took off, and he was probably 10 or 15 yards downfield.
Right.
And I've seen wide receivers jump off and run a yard or 2, but I've never seen one go about 15, and he was getting it there.
He was open.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Harbison. 153 yards on 36 carries. There was no doubt the start of the game, the game plan to start the game is that you were going to establish the run.
Yeah, I felt like we could. I thought we matched up real good with them up front. I thought their 2 edge guys, or 2 defensive ends, are special. They're really special players. But we were able to sort of isolate the linebackers and run at them, and the ball bounced because they were pinching in. Once we got it going downhill, felt like we could continually control the game, and I thought Jamel did did a great job of his first game of seeing some things. And he was in a little bit of a hurry sometimes, but he saw it really well, and he took a lot of pressure off of Trent.
D. Holmes with a touchdown pass there. Any quarterback controversy with him being quarterback?
No, he underthrew it, and wasn't a real good throw, but we were wide open. He'd tell you it was a good throw, but you know, we were wide open.
You don't like your coffee.
No, and it was wide open, and I thought at first he, you know, I underthrew him, but Keyshawn's got great speed, you know. You know, Dimitri had a touchdown pass, a kickoff return for a touchdown, and two receiver touchdowns.
And really should have had a rushing touchdown down here in Florida.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
And, but he has special knack of making plays.
Defense early on, especially 3rd and 4th down, were just lights out. I mean, it seemed like they got to stop every time and had the offense back on the field.
Yeah, I thought we had 2 4th downs that we stopped them on, and those were huge. And you know, we got penetration, and we were able to stop them all. Anytime you stop a team on 4th and 1, and you do it twice, that's a huge momentum change.
Special teams, Michael Ashley, great day, 5 punts, 42 yards, had one inside the 20-yard line. Good day by the special teams.
Yeah, I thought he punted the ball extremely well. I think our coverage was what it should be on punts, and we got to do a better job on tackling. And then we didn't do as well on kickoff as we wanted to do, but Michael, I thought, had an exceptional day. The one we were backed up, he just boomed it for us.
Special teams player of the week is D. Holmes, and why would you kick it to him?
I don't know. I wouldn't kick it to him, but people do it, and you know, you can get some people, but if you've got one that's been running it back, we're gonna kick it away from him, or try to kick it short and pin them without them having a return. But he couldn't have come at a better time,
right.
for us.
And he wasn't touched, was he?
I don't know. He made a bunch. It opened up like it's supposed to, and he hit it. I mean, if you don't take a kickoff return and just go lights out and say I'm gonna trust it and hit the first crease and don't dodge anybody, just hit the first crease and make a cut, you got a chance. And he hit the crease, and Jeremy Hughes did a great job of leading him all the way down, and then he started weaving in and out and scored. And when he started weaving, I didn't know where he was going. I don't know if they knew. I'm not sure he knew. But it was a great return.
Great crowd on Saturday. You've had good fan support here these last couple home games.
Yeah, I think the home crowd's been really special. The students have come out, and local people come out, and the crowd noise has been, from what I understand, it's been exceptional. And I think the guys really they really enjoy the fans, and when the fans get into it, I think it really helps our football team.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have Asheville's Trey Clark, sophomore defensive back, here on Inside Line Football with head football coach Tim Clifton. Welcome back to Inside Line Football with head football coach Tim Clifton. I'm Cam Dowdle. I'm here with redshirt sophomore, defensive back Trey Clark. Welcome to the show, man.
How's it going?
All right, great. Talk about Saturday's game. Defense really played strong. They got, it seemed like in Newberry, they always got 6'5" guys and big guys. But talk about how y'all played Saturday.
Well, they seemed like giants. We came out, and I thought our defense played real enthusiastic and had a great time. We was all getting after it, playing hard-nosed football. Our secondary played really well. I think our front contained the run because Newberry wanted to establish a run game, but they've always been known to be a good passing predominant team. So I think our DBs really shut them down, played well. Our coach was really proud of us for that. Our linebackers played great, and I just think we had a good day defensively. Got a few turnovers. So
just going to say, it had been switched on y'all for the last 2 weeks. But you finally got switched there. You won the turnover battle 3-1, and it really turned the game, didn't it?
Yes, no kidding. when we had turnovers on offense the last couple of weeks, it really put a downside to our defense because we was all going out there, but
short field and everything,
yeah, it feels really good to go out there knowing that we're about to get the ball for our offense and we're going to keep our emotion real high and have good intensity, and it's really good to win the turnover battle.
Talk about the Southland Conference. Every time you turn around, you're facing some type of different offense. You face a spread this past Saturday. You'll have an option team on Saturday. It seems like every week it's somebody different, right?
Yeah, no kidding. I think our coaches do a real job of helping us adjust to that. I feel like in SAC we play more triple option type of teams like LR, Carson Newman we have coming up this week, Brevard. We play shorter, but we play a lot of passing teams and they're really good, so we just got to stay on our toes, got to be ready for whatever, really.
DB, I know you like the passing game better, right?
No kidding. You're there was fine.
So we'll talk about being gone last year and not being on the team. What did it teach you?
Taught me a lot. I really just seen how the real world is. I came out and I really had nothing going for me. I was working, I just missed football. I see my boys out here playing all the time, and I knew they was my teammates, so I had to get back out here. It feels 100% like I'm at home now, getting back.
Mars Hill is started the season good and face a really good Eagle team on Saturday. What can this team do conference-wise?
Mars Hill, I think we can win the SAC. As long as we play with good intensity, I feel like that's the life of our team, coming out pumped up. We can't have lulls and stuff all the time. This Eagles team is really good. I agree with you. They're ahead of us in the SAC right now. I think 2-0. So we got a good game ahead of us. I think we can win the SAC. We just got to keep our heads on our shoulders, right?
All right. Have a good game Saturday, man.
Thank you.
All right. Well, when we come back, we'll talk to Jamel Harbison. He's a running back now. Inside Line Football. Thanks. Welcome back to Inside Line Football with head football coach Tim Clifton. I'm now with redshirt sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jamel Harbison.
Yes, sir.
Now, we saw you running the ball on Saturday. We hadn't seen you for a couple of weeks. We saw you catching the ball. All of a sudden, you start running the ball. How'd that feel, man?
It felt pretty good. I haven't played running back since I was in high school, so it felt pretty good just to get back there in the backfield and help out the team a lot.
I talked to Holmes after the game, and I asked him, I said, who's going to have the longer ice bath, you or him? And he said, definitely Jamal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woke up the next day, body was sore. So, yeah, he was right about that one.
36 carries, 153 yards. What was going through your mind each time you carried the ball?
Each time I carried the ball, I was at least trying to get 5 to 6, at least every time I touched it, just to help our offense out and keep our defense off the field. So just to get 5 to 6 every carry.
Let's talk about the differences between being a running back or wide receiver. There's positives to both, obviously. Right now, if you had to choose one, if he came to you and said, you have to choose right now, what would it be?
I'll probably say running back.
Would you? Cool.
Yes, sir. Just gives me an ability just to show my talents a lot more and help the team out a lot more, I think. So, yes, sir.
It was definitely a point of emphasis early on in the game, probably like 7 or 8 straight runs. Was that planned going in, or is it just something you saw?
No, it's basically just something we saw from the defense, and once we got the run going, the defense started to bite on the play action and got me Holmes open a couple times. So, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say from the game standpoint how the defense was lined up, that's how we wanted to attack it.
Okay. Rumor is you're an excited guy, okay? Who's more exciting, or who maybe talks more junk, you or Holmes?
Probably me.
Really? Because he says he does.
I don't know. It'd probably be close. Especially during games, yeah.
I bet the locker room between you and him is pretty loud sometimes.
Oh, yeah. We go at it. Yes, sir.